It's fairy tale time!
Let's start over!
Okay, no, Ann.
I'm Princess Motherfucker.
And I'm Princess Paul Blart Mallcop.
And we are from the land of
Podcastia.
Podcastia. It's our duty to dissect, discuss, and disseminate everything we see on this episode of Drag Race.
Farrah whines about sewing her look.
Kimura wonders what an adjective is.
And Aja can't stand the constant praise her sister Valentina receives from the judges.
Are you holding out for a hero?
I know I sure am.
Or are you a disaster?
Oh.
A new Race Chaser Classique episode starts right now.
And they all lived draggily ever after.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser Classique, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of
RuPaul's Drag Race.
starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
Oh, there's reverb on it.
Just a touch.
Just a whisper of reverb.
Just a little queef from the angels.
My name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hello, I'm Willam.
And in case you didn't know, this is a video episode of Race Chaser. That's right, the full video is available only for Mom Plus Gold girlies. Everyone else, you're just going to get a little taste, and you're really only getting half the story.
Honestly, who wouldn't want to see all this? You don't want to go under the table, but you might.
Above board.
Last week, there were 14 queens, and the season 9 divas hit the mat, and the mat hit back. It was the infamous wrestling challenge.
No.
It was the cheerleading challenge. And there was flipping, twisting, twerking, spraining, fumbling, and cheertastic extravaganzas had by all, plus a few broken limbs and bloomers. The queens...
What the fuck is a bloomer? That sounds disgusting.
quote and quotables such as that, and the queens cheered for RuPaul and the B-52s before hitting the runway in white party fashions. Valentina stole the look with her main stage matriarchal bridal ensemble and the perma-smiling on the tumbling floor. She perma-smiling. She was giving face on the floor. And I don't mean floor from Australia's Drag Race. James and Kimura were in the bottom. Snoozy James Snoozy James Mansfield hit the house after a lackluster lip sync against the Leg Avenue doll, Miss Kimura Lee Plack. And that leads us to episode 3 of season 9, Draggily Ever After. Here we are.
Are you pulling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Just that much. That was
don't want to push in my sister's stool?
I feel the earth move under my feet. The lipstick message from James reads, "You live to love me more each day. P.S. JK, I love you all, JM." What?
P.S. JKJM.
Yeah.
IYKYK.
IYKIK.
Aja states that James is really insecure, and you can't be in this competition if you're not confident.
I saw the fear in her eyes the moment she walked in. Wait, whose voice is that? I was trying to be Charlie Hyde. Which I guess
Well,
she
you
is.
were hiding your Charlie Hyde
she
voice.
is kind of Boston and kind of English, so I stand by it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pilgrim accent for her. She gives me Boston, but she also gives me the old country. I'm not talking about her face.
Oh my God.
Kimura was really surprised she was in the bottom. She said, compared to James, I was like a 10 against a 1.
Oh my God.
Which I had no idea she had those math skills in her.
Sure.
Unless we're talking CCs, honey.
Oh my gosh, she's never had plastic surgery. Valentina is feeling the pressure, even though she gets high praise. She's only been doing drag for 10 months. And Trinity is like, bitch, get out of here. You've only been doing drag for 10 months, ass bitch.
I don't think that's a good idea to announce that you're a newbie in a field where there's so many professionals. Like
What do
when,
you do? Lie? You can't.
yeah, why can't you? Manila lied about her age and nobody caught her. You can lie. These girls don't have Google or the internet right
I
now.
know, but then the fans find out, and then it's a whole shit storm.
There's
when
no
it
rule that
airs.
you have to tell the truth on TV.
I
We wear
know.
wigs.
I know, but it's verifiable to say how long you've been doing drag.
Yeah, but I don't think it's necessary for her to volunteer.
She was proud of it.
Crossing, bear crossing.
She was proud of it because she's young. Young people are like, guess how young I am? I'm really young.
I played that game.
And then the people who are older than that are like, fuck you.
I just think it's a way that girls are opening themselves up to, like, this is my Achilles heel. You know?
Well, yes.
Make it a story point. Like, don't talk about what you're not good at or what you're new at. Just agree to be an asset in any situation they throw at you and adaptable. That's the key
Sure.
for Drag Race. That's why Trinity does so well in Peppermint, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone agrees they don't want the next challenge to be a physical one, and we here at Mom think the same.
Because they're all aching and, broken and ribs and, sprains and things like that.
I said it because I'm gassy.
Oh. We get a video message from RuPaul.
I love her.
To become America's Next Drag Superstar, you have to try on a lot of glass slippers, kiss a bunch of frogs, but don't be an evil queen. That role has already been taken.
She's talking about Michelle. Rue comes into the workroom wearing your favorite color. Everything must be leopard
The
print.
doors I've opened.
Honestly.
Wow.
Yeah. Rue asks the queens their opinion on her wax figure, which is on loan from Madame Tussauds. It's almost like there's a hidden camera in there watching your every
This is strange. I mean, there's
move.
cameras in the whole room.
What is that up there?
There's literal camera people holding huge, heavy cameras in the room with you at Drag Race.
I thought they were epaulets. Those are cameras?
There are mirrors behind. There are cameras behind the mirror where you get ready.
That's where they keep Alyssa.
It was just a strange beat to be like, it's almost as though there's a secret camera in the wax figure. Like, what? There's cameras everywhere.
You ain't wrong. When you're right, you're right.
It's just strange.
So the queens have to create an original fairy princess, and then they need to come up with a memorable name and a mythology for their character for the Maxi
Yeah.
Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to design a fantasy frock to debut on
This
the
is
main
hard.
stage. Plus, they need to create a sassy sidekick who's like performing it as like an inset bubble kind of. And they're playing both parts. So there's writing, there's design, there's
Acting.
execution, there's acting. There's a lot to do in this challenge.
Oh, see my necklace.
Honey.
Oh,
Miss Honey.
oh.
Ooh, is
Miss
that
honey.
is that half single ply Marabou?
I don't wear animals. It's faux.
Marabou's no. Is Marabou from an animal?
Marabou the fool.
It's caribou, not marabou, bitch.
Caribou feathers.
The girls thankfully are provided magical materials from the fabric planet wall. Girl, they ain't magic. There's no magic in there. It's a third of a yard of fabric looped on a roll. They're not filled with magic,
And there's probably one functioning sewing machine in the whole room.
honestly. No.
Yeah, this is the example they give of RuPaul in a gorgeous gown, and they put a little character.
What do they
next
call
to
him
it.
on Harry Potter? Huxes?
A familiar?
Yeah. What's a
What's a
Horcrux?
witch's- Huh? A Horcrux?
Jinx talks about it in her like comedy set. She talks about Horcruxes, and I thought it was like a Harry Potter thing, but I think familiar describes it too.
Yeah.
So is that what this is? Like, there's like they have a familiar. I've never seen the Harry Potters.
It's like a fairy tale sidekick. So,
Okay.
you have a little
Tinkerbell.
like
a scuttle, a scuttlebutt,
sure,
or a
Scuttle
flounder.
or Tinkerbell or yeah.
Okay, I love it. I would do good at this challenge. I think you would too. I mean, you invented Little Pound Cake.
Yeah. I think I do good at this. I was like thinking of like what ideas like I would do.
Hmm.
It is a lot though. And then to have to make the outfits completely.
I know what I would do. I
What?
would do a cum sock come to life. That would be my familiar. And we'd be talking about safe sex and how to keep the elastic at the top of it. And not like the elastic wouldn't fray. Because it would be a double entendre joke about an asshole being loose and how to keep its elasticity. Did it dry? Is it dry yet?
I could break this towel in half. Well, but RuPaul would say, "Don't you think that's a little blue? Don't you think?" And then you
And I would tell her,
can't.
blue is my favorite color. Look at my eyes.
You could do that on. You probably couldn't even do that on any social media now because you can't say the word "cum," you can't say the word "gay,"
You can't say
say the
cum?
word "bitch."
Oh,
You can't say anything.
I would just say I'm a sock.
Okay.
Yeah. What would you be?
Seed sock.
Seed sock. Yeah, I like seed sock. Oh, and you know where my seed sock would be from? Bonobos.
Oh, okay. Is that
Bombas.
That's
Our wonderful
literally
presenting
what I was-
sponsor.
That's literally what I was trying to remember because I was like, is that like Bombas?
No, I meant Bombas.
Bonobos.
Bonobos is how you pronounce it in Quebec.
Yes.
Yeah, bombas.
I would do like a garbage princess.
Whoa.
And then maybe I don't know. I always wanted like
Queen
a
of the
little-
dump. Dump queen.
Dumpkins.
Yeah.
Dumpkin spice.
Dumpkin spice.
I've always wanted like a little dragon, like a little like with wings and like yeah.
That would be fun. Aja has the mentality to make this very high fashion. She says, I've got this one in the bag. And you know the New York confidence girls, they always like to do them dirty. They did it to Alexis Michelle. They did it to Jan. They did
Yeah.
it to Lux. They always try to poo-poo on the New York girls.
Well, if you go into Drag Race overconfident, I think they want to knock you down. They want to break you so that they are your only source of like knowledge or your only source of like encouragement.
Yeah.
So if you're like, no, I'm good, I'm great.
They'll try to drown you
They
in the first episode.
want to. I'm a great singer. They want to tell you, no, you're a horrible singer,
Do you
and
know-
here's why.
99% of British drag queens are live singers,
Yeah.
such as Charlie Hides. Farrah doesn't know how to sew, so she's going to make something mermaid and nautical, underwater themed. Maybe something you would see on the Titanic if you were to attend.
And then Trinity comes over. It was like, yeah, I was gonna do like a mermaid, but then I realized everyone's doing underwater. And Pharaoh's like, oh,
Yeah, she's mad because that was her big idea. I'll be a mermaid.
and then Kimora says, I don't make my garments. I pay people to make my garments, which is fair, honestly. In the real world, that's how it works for a lot of queens. This isn't like an off-base thing for her to be saying. I don't
Yeah.
think.
RuPaul doesn't make her costumes.
Right. And then Charlie Hides comes over and says, well, how much do you want to pay me to make your look today? And she says, $400.
Mhm.
Charlie's like, I'll see if I have time.
Yeah, honestly, she should have talked to Howie. Kimora said, I didn't sign up for this. This isn't America's Next Top Sweatshop. And if there's one thing I like, it's top sweating. Yeah, they ever drip on you and then you try to catch it with your mouth?
Oh my
I
God.
love that. It's like a game.
Why don't we take a quick break?
Get some top sweat.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you can do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online, whether you're just starting out or scaling your business. Everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, "Time." That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Subway fish? I like a lot of mayonnaise on my fish sub from Subway.
As long as there's no Lay's chips. Which we have a theory. We think, we know some of our listeners, there's some overlap with Very Delta. Some of you also listen to that. It's fine. We don't take it personally. But I think we figured out why Delta does not like Lay's potato chips. We did a deep dive.
Why?
It's because they wouldn't support, a Lay's potato chip is too flimsy to support a substantial dip.
Oh, that makes
Like,
sense.
you-
It's,
as
it's a
soon-
weak.
Yeah.
It's weak spirited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you put it in a hummus, it breaks off.
Yeah.
You know, and then you try to dig it out with another chip, and then that one breaks.
So
and
you
then
just
you're
get a spoon.
then you
and
got to get a
you eat
nail
The whole thing.
and go like that.
Yeah.
And clean out your nail.
I've done that so many times.
I just did
Probably
with
with
your
those
nails.
nails.
These are your nails. I meant, yeah, oof, there's Sharpie on them.
Girl, don't lick underneath the pinky. I'm just gonna say that.
My tongue just went numb.
I'm just.
I can't talk no more. Alexis is doing Miss Subway Fish because that's her little thing. She goes to the gigs on the subway in drag with the
Jiggly doesn't.
Jiggly don't take the train. She is the train, mama. Choo choo.
And she's putting a hashtag on it for some reason. We'll get to it when we get to the
Because she saw
runway.
RuPaul do it.
Oh, okay. Hashtag Drag Race.
all the queens have to fill out like these Mad Lib types of things where the production is giving them a helping hand with like writing their thing. And they're like, put a verb here, put this
Yeah.
here. So it's not as hard as it could be. It's basically fill in the blank, but be funny. The structure is there. They're told
Yeah.
what they're doing, but it still is a lot of facets of drag that they have to use to make this work for them.
Yeah, so you have to write something funny and compelling. And it's all written from the perspective of the sidekick. So the sidekick is talking about the princess, which I thought it was odd that the princess wasn't like having a voiceover too, like being like, I'm Princess Genovia.
Mhm.
Julie Andrews is my mother or something.
I sold my teeth to prostitute for money for my daughter.
Yes.
Very that. Now RuPaul comes through for the workroom walk around, and Farrah volunteers one of her weak spots, which I don't understand. It's like, here, hit me right here.
Well,
Hit
girl,
me.
If you watch this walkthrough, can you play it for us? Because RuPaul doesn't even have to say anything negative to you, but you can tell if you're going to be in the bottom based on the tenor and tone of the walkthrough.
Okay, looks like you got a lot of work to do.
Hi, so I heard you don't sew. Oh, how are you going to make that pop though?
Okay, well,
Huh. Okay. She doesn't have to say anything. It is blood in the water, bitch.
What kind of princess will you be in this challenge?
She's gonna be an underwater socialite. She's gonna be like
Look.
on all the underwater tabloids.
Wow. Okay. Now, do you
Oh.
sew?
okay.
I'm smart in a lot of other ways. But when it comes to fabrics and needles and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm just not as, what's the word?
Proficient.
Proficient, yeah.
Oh, she's coming
Fed
up
to her through the earpiece. See, if Farrah was wearing an earpiece, she would get proficient too.
This
Girl,
this is watching a slow death.
it is so obvious. And even the next one. Who's the next walkthrough?
But her walkthrough even had cutaways from Peppermint and Sasha
Going.
Velour, like going, this one.
Aja is next.
Oh, yeah, Aja. RuPaul does it even. And Aja really tries her best to keep it positive, keep it light, keep it funny. And RuPaul's like, nooch.
They decided what Aja was
Huh.
going to be the moment she walked through the door, and they kept it, you know?
No.
No. Oh.
Well,
you
that's
could-
all
you
well
could
and
try that.
good, but
It really is.
it's so skillful. I love it.
The writing's on the wall. Valentina has a head wrap and sunglasses on. She doesn't want to take off her sunglasses because her boy brows are half shaved, and RuPaul has no time for that. She's like, I want you girls ugly. I want you ugly and then pretty.
Why don't you just shave them all the way off? And Valentina's like, well, I don't want to look completely crazy.
Valentina, meanwhile, looks like Rita Moreno in an episode of Oz. Fully. I don't know how she looks 60 when she's 21, but it's happening.
So cute. I love this.
Now, RuPaul has a talk with Trinity, and this is more like RuPaul enjoying herself. She takes the plug out of her ass, feels like she can relax a little with Trinity because she's saying, Trinity's telling Ru she knows Valentina won last week and deserved it, but she's only been doing drag for 10 months, so fuck that bitch. And RuPaul is now hearing her language. She's hearing, oh, discord. I like this.
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah, she really, and so she warms up to Trinity, and then we hear Farrah whining.
Oh, yeah,
and
she's like,
not about a Zinfandel.
Oh, putting fabric on a bra is hard. Listen, as someone who has been known to whine myself, I understand.
And dine.
Whining and dining. So Eureka comes over and is like, shut the fuck up and just let me do it. And just does it for her. And is like, I'm going to get you started, and then you're going to glue on your little shells and your little this and your little that.
This is where they got the idea for We're Here. And they're no longer there.
We were there.
Oh, but now we're
We are
not.
not here.
But more on that on Hall and Closet. Eureka is a good Judy. She's helping the girls out. Farrah doesn't even know how to use a glue gun. She said, wait.
She's having trouble.
So where do I put the nuclear reactor to heat the glue?
Yes. So the next day, Cynthia says, "Good morning, cuckoo girls."
Kamora wants to know if cuckoo means like the butthole or the whole thing.
What do you think?
I think cuckoo is a
The whole ass.
full seated term.
Yeah.
Seated and seated. And Miss Cuckoo is an international goddess whose derriere is held in regard in many different communities. And the cuckoo is a national treasure.
Cuckoo clock.
Not a
She
cuckoo
should
clock.
sell clocks that are a giant ass. That with the little timer that goes around.
Instead of the bird coming out of the hole, it comes between her legs.
This is genius. $1 million idea. Cynthia, contact us.
You know what, though? You're just a colorful cockroach.
What's that supposed to
Shark Tank called these girls, these young inventor girls, colorful cockroaches when they were pitching their product, which was a brilliant product. I just found it very, like, racist. And it was a meme that went around where they were talking about...
cockroach.
Yeah, they had something about, like...
That's my sidekick for
colorful
this challenge.
cockroach?
Yeah.
You've been checking your wigs, huh? They were doing some sort of challenge. And it was very... they had, like, a van that went places, I think, that did stuff.
Yeah.
Much like we're here. And the judges were derisive towards them. And dismissive.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But Cynthia tells the story of her youth. When she was younger, she needed to use the bathroom, and she told her mother, I need the caca from my culo. And her mother slapped her with a chancleta and told her not to use bad words, so Cuckoo was born.
Yes.
So her familiar is going to be the cuckoo.
It should be, absolutely.
Should be, definitely.
It's randomly a bunny rabbit, but
Right.
Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
This is the shadiest mirror chat question I think that's ever been posed to anyone. Alexis says to Aja, "Are you afraid of what America is going to think of your makeup without Facetune? To come this sideways at someone? I don't know what." And Aja's like, "I look exactly the same."
what
She
else
does
would happen
now.
in the room.
Now, Alexis is also a makeup artist, so she's acting as a makeup artist, shadily, but she's a makeup professional, and you know what? It matters now. She looks fucking great,
She does.
so she can look back on this. But we all look back on our Drag Race time and go, "I would have changed that a little bit." And
Of course.
Aja's no different. What would I have changed? I would have bought a lip before I went. That's about it.
Plastic surgery? I don't think that's allowed.
Plastic surgery. That's where she's in the room in a little nurse's outfit. Can you feel that? And she just
And
taps you.
then she does the
Very that. And they're like, "You're not an anesthesiologist at all." The room goes silent when Alexis Michelle queries on Aja's face like that. And Shay talks about how social media needs
look
to be
around, everyone on mute. Shut the fuck up!
bitch. Are
Uh,
you going? Did you get your tickets yet?
I don't know. Stay tuned. I don't know yet. Maybe.
Okay.
I really want to go.
Good.
Well, Shay talks about how the social media girlies are always looking and looing, and says that if you can't actually paint how you look on Instagram, people will be disappointed.
Well,
And then they show photos of Aja's Facetune photos as Shay says this. Production is being unnecessarily unkind to this girl.
yeah.
And they're not, I get it. We as gay people get to choose our family, and some families are fucking abusive. You hear that? They'll write lies about you in books called "And Don't Fuck It Up."
But you're not mad about it.
No.
That's the important thing.
Do I look mad about it?
Do I look upset to you? That's the season. Hey. Well, I I do Facetune a little bit. Sometimes a lot of bit.
I don't.
But I avoid changing the entire structure of my head or completely changing my appearance because of this reason that Shay points out. I don't want to show up to the gig and people be like, who the fuck is that? Why is the garbage dump showing up?
Mm-hmm.
When I booked,
You're bringing Sharon?
Christy Turlington.
I booked Christy Turlington, not Trisha Paytas. Who are you?
So I get it. But I mean, it is like unnecessarily. This whole segment is
Hateful.
just coming at Aja, and it's rough.
And do you think they would have come as hard if she didn't present herself as such a confident individual, or were they saying we're gonna knock this bitch down a few pegs?
Yeah, probably. And we, as fans of the show, know what this then does out in the world when this airs.
It gives everyone license to also attack Aja for every poor.
Relentlessly, probably for the rest of her career.
Yep.
Or for many, many years.
Anytime
to come.
someone sees something bad, they'll bring up, oh, well, girl, your mug.
Yeah.
And that's so unfair because she's beautiful now.
Yeah.
And happy,
is.
which people hate to see sometimes.
Yeah.
They come up to you in the meet and greet and they say, on your season, I really
didn't
wasn't
like
feeling
you."
you. Like, you were always been one of my favorites, but on your season, not till the end when you really showed that vulnerability. Like, and now you're one of my favorites. They say stuff like that all the time, and they don't even know your name. Will.i.am. No, I follow you.
Well, yeah, you're you have the hotel in Palm Springs, right?
Yeah. You have the Shantytown by Cathedral City, right? That's you.
Cat City, Pussy City.
Cynthia and Trinity are talking about Pulse, the nightclub in Orlando that was hate crimed by a terrorist. And Trinity's talking about that she was a former Miss Pulse and had a show there the week before the tragedy happened. And Cynthia was supposed to perform there on June 11th also, but had to reschedule. But her friend Martin tragically went there and was killed.
Yeah.
This is something that'll never go away. They're not rebuilding the club there. I loved working there because the people were great, and there was a Dunkin' Donuts across the street.
Yeah.
So you get a snack after. Sasha said that Pulse was a shocking and defining moment for a lot of queer people. We all remember where we were. I remember I was getting ready to host Pride in WeHo, and my mom called me, and she was like, "What are you doing today? Are you going out in public?" And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "You haven't heard anything?" And I went to Twitter, and I saw it, and I was just like gagged.
Yeah.
And then the WeHo people called me, and they're like, "We're still going forward with this. We have increased security, and don't worry, they stopped the guy who was trying to get in through the gates with guns because someone was trying to bomb WeHo too, that Pride."
Girl.
And
it's shocking to watch this. I mean, this is from season 9. This is from multiple years ago. But to watch this and be like, this is still so present now. It's this conversation could be happening on the current season of Drag Race because this is still something that, is affecting our community and affecting our country.
It's crazy that when you get to a club, your first question isn't like, "What's the drink special?" It's "Where's the exits?" Because you have to be your own set of eyes for that sometimes. The main stage is next, which is better news because RuPaul looks fucking great. But we're gonna be back.
Bye. We are back, and RuPaul looks great.
Rose gold gown, big curly blonde hair, stilettos on. Now break it down.
I can't imagine that we were ever in doubt about RuPaul's glam on this season. She looks wonderful.
Delta has a theory. She says it just takes this much for RuPaul to look off, and it takes this much for her to look like Ova.
Yeah.
And
so Delta commented on the Race Chaser Pod post last week about Mother's hair. And Delta Work said, dress by Zaldi, face and hair by Self. So that's last week. Okay. Well,
And last week was weak. It was the green dress and that mug that is not dishwasher safe.
Is RuPaul worried what America will think seeing her without Facetune?
I don't share that worry, so I would never be in that position.
I would sooner step on my own lips than retouch a photo of myself.
The only thing I touch up is when Nutsack is out.
I would never retouch a picture of myself in any way.
Never. Because if I were to retouch it, I would fix those knees first. Because those have seen a lot of wear and tear.
No, you guys looked exactly like that. when we shot
Well,
it.
we do.
I did.
And listen, there's a lot of factors involved. A good photographer with good lighting. I mean, the pictures do look really great, but there's always things you kind of tweak and adjust because you can.
I don't do that anymore.
Like, like RuPaul, lick the underside of that nail.
But if I were to tweak something, I would have made the hip flat instead of that string cutting in, showing my bikini was too small.
You wouldn't? You don't want it to look all juicy and...
I want it to look like it looks like, and it looks like that. That's why I'm not smoothing out where the line cuts in.
I don't want things to look how they actually look.
I'm happy when I look in the mirror.
They put filters on RuPaul every single episode, even though in real life she looks wonderful because it's part of the art form. So you're always gonna like adjust stuff a little bit
Not always.
if you can.
No.
Okay.
No and but.
No, but
The judges
no,
are
neither.
the judges are here. They're Michelle Visage, Carson Kressley, Chodrick Hall, and Cheyenne Jackson, who just came to Titanic.
Oh yeah.
Boarded the Ship of Dreams.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I was off this weekend.
Damn.
But
Damn.
big fan of drag and theater. She probably has some great feedback for the girls.
And Todrick knows a lot about fairy tales. I mean, she's done.
Talking about her checkbook. No, I'm kidding. It was funny. She'd laugh. She pays people now. It's fine.
No, her YouTube, she has dedicated, years to...
Once Upon a Crime.
Yes.
Did you do one of those?
And I don't think so.
Me and Shangela did one, and Janice
Weren't you
Dickinson was our
Cinderella?
mom. And me and Manila did one too. Yeah, I was a stepsister in one episode, and then I was Cinderella in the other one. So I guess I got a raise. But yeah, he loves his fairy tales, his Wizard of Oz's. I mean,
We were at a get-together, and Cheyenne Jackson was there. And
He's great.
He did have shoes on, and he put his feet right up by me, and I was like, this is
hot.
far too much for me.
You liked him?
Wonderful.
The fee?
Foot Finder, 100%. 100% tomato rating on Foot Finder.
Now,
whatever
are
that
you
is,
okay
celebrity
sucking a
foot.
toe if the toe is hairy?
Those toes. I'd try to put the whole thing in my mouth.
You ever been toe fucked?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Cynthia is on the runway. Yeah.
Anyway.
You never got foot fucked?
No, I can barely get dick fucked. I mean, that's advanced level.
Toes are starter size.
Sure. Maybe I should start with that. Oh, the nails are a little unruly. Anyway,
Do the toe without a nail.
let's.
You can sit on your own too.
I am not that flexible. I get cramps in my feet. Anyway, honey,
We're bringing it to the runway, and the first girl up is Miss Cynthia Lee Fontaine with her sidekick, Rabbit. Princess
I didn't know the
Kukulina.
name.
And her sidekick, Rabbit, is there to protect the cuckoo. And it's on her.
I
And keep
think
it clean for others to enjoy.
this is classic. I like the animation of the sidekick character. I like that she chose an animal that's cute. She has the world on her head like LaShawn Beyond, honey. I'm not sure what.
And
I don't know why she has the globe on her head, but
is she lavender like Edward Scissorhands?
I don't know. But she looks cool.
It looks like a beautiful statue that like Walter Mercado might have on his mantle or shelf.
Do you know what the front of that dress looks like? Okay, in the movie Cinderella, when she's making her own dress and it's pink and it's like really pretty, and then the sisters tear it apart.
favorite scene.
This looks like that dress.
It really does.
Well done, Cynthia. Peppermint is giving Princess Carcinogenetta and her sidekick Petey the Pilot Light, who's flaming. So she has kind of this Paul Lynde kind of flame. Kiss the flame.
This is
What? What's your problem?
problem would be singular.
Do you have an issue?
She was in the top.
I would love a nail when her hand is in the shot.
She doesn't have a nail on?
Did you see one?
I don't know.
I didn't.
I got contacts in, lashes on. She has a little gold nail.
Gripping that thing? Oh, yeah, she got a nail.
I think this is an interesting perspective to take. The garment itself, I quite love. I want that skirt, that vinyl, shiny kind of mermaid skirt with the flames out the bottom.
Girl, you
Really
have
cool.
8 of those.
Can I have another?
Yes.
Thank you.
As long as we get renewed to season 17.
Okay.
I like that the pilot light is blue. That's a good detail because JetBlue pilots.
and she was funny. She made the judges laugh. That's kind of all you got to do.
Peppermint's got a lot of charisma. Farah is Princess Pacifica, and her blowfish sidekick is Royal Publicist.
It's a far-fetched idea that if it was funny, it could have worked. But she was like, I'm a princess underwater socialite. So sort of like Paris Hilton, but like of the sea. And then the fish is her publicist. I like the look of this fish character. I think it's one of the stronger ones as far as the like, look at Michelle's face.
Michelle is basically
Stank.
thinking, listen, you're going home and you're not in the Sky Priority line and you need to get in the regular line. You're also not pre-check. This stank face is so stank. It's almost stanky dank.
Stanky danky. As makeup jobs go, she did a lot for this fish character. And I think that should have weighed in to they said her mermaid outfit was weak. It's a piece of fabric, etc.
It needs a week to be better constructed because it's very simple.
But you can't say she doesn't look pretty. Because
No,
she does.
I never said that.
Charlie hides Atina. Princess Climaxica. And her lady in waiting, Isabella Snatchpacker.
And she's there to protect her from bad puns and double entendres.
Yeah.
Which is funny because those are things that drag queens we trade in.
Yeah.
It's our language, our love language.
Charlie looks amazing. I love these things sticking out of her fucking head.
And she made this.
The garment is gorgeous. And the skit was funny.
Yeah, she was it was pleasing.
Yeah. Eureka.
Princess Eureka of Daria from the Sewer Kingdom.
Is that supposed to be like diarrhea? I think it is.
Eureka, the Princess of Eureka of Diarrhea.
But no, she says it. It's
says
Daria.
Daria.
But I think it's meant to evoke feelings of diarrhea. Which does it?
Why was the dog British?
I don't want to. Maybe it's
Maybe it was a British bulldog.
Yeah.
It looks like a bulldog.
The dog is funny, and they use it as the cutaway before the commercial break, too. They're like, what? They cut to one of the judges going, I don't know what was going on tonight. And it cuts to Eureka going, as this little, like, weird dog. I like this angle. She's giving Violet Chachki with the cockroaches on the face, the crown growing out of the
The
head.
shape is not in question. She looks beautiful. And she is a princess of the Sewer Kingdom. It reads.
Yeah, she looks funny.
Alexis Michelle, Princess Subway Sewerfish.
Why is it hashtag Subway Fish and hashtag Tadpole? I don't get it. Was this a thing that people did in this year? Was it hashtag everything?
Hashtag me too, girlfriend. I don't know. It's very aware, a little too aware.
Yes.
She's on such a TV show. She's asking the questions about face tuning and social media. Alexis is her own
Subway
producer.
Fish. Oh, is she a fish person?
She's blue.
She has crabs on it. She has Tippets du jour crabs on her dress.
She looks aquatic, yet also tropical.
Yes.
The hair.
Maybe she's in the tropics. Very Saint-Tropez.
Even Carson is confused, and she wears like 3 prints at a time.
Carson is pursing her lips, going during this
know.
runway performance, which doesn't bode well.
And is this a tape?
Why is she holding one stick? What is happening?
Girl?
I don't know why this hair with this dress. I don't
And that
know.
stick.
But she, and a single like small stick. Like I need this. I don't perhaps understand it completely, but she does look pretty, and the characters were articulate. They were articulated well. She gave them
Wow.
New York kind of Bronxy kind of feelings.
Yep.
Yeah.
She did that.
She did.
She did it.
Anyway, Kimora Black is giving Princess Banana Lady and her sidekick Funky Monkey
Girl.
to protect her from big bad jungle men with small bananas.
Is this
Who chose the flat bananas? I want to know who chose the flat bananas.
Kimora's ingenuity with her funky monkey Laffy Taffy banana lady
Check that Laffy Taffy.
is unique, but I don't know that it would. I think it would be on the no-fly list were it to air in 2023, because I don't know if Big Bad Jungle Men with Small Bananas is okay to say.
I don't understand, but I do own the outfit.
Does this give you Princess?
Oh, yeah.
I bought this. Well, I mean, princesses in different, regions of the world appear differently.
Princesses are younger than queens.
It doesn't. Queen's Theater. Not the
October
Queen's.
23rd.
Not the Queen's Theater. It's
Or a
Queen's,
Queen's Theater.
Get it correct.
Theatre.
She auctioned this outfit off, and I had to have it, and so I did wear it in a AAA Girls music video.
And
I
what
believe.
storage center is it at now?
She could. I have no idea. I don't know. But
Such finery?
but I love Miss Kimora.
You're gonna need to put an AirTag on it.
I think it just. I mean, it's a writing challenge ultimately, and she's. It suffered from writing. The writers were on strike during this one.
Pencils down.
Nina Bonina Brown
Jada
appears
Pinkett
as
Smith.
Princess Zathena, an alien royalty,
Yes.
and she has her titty bouncing robot sidekick Ink.
That animation is so well done. I love
feel like
the
she
animation
drew it
of
or
the bouncing
something.
tits.
It's so good.
Yeah.
She's
And
giving.
the fact that she made this, it's a cat suit. That's not fucking easy. This was funny. It was good. I like this, and I feel like she kind of got skated over.
I thought she could have been in the top.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised that she wasn't. Sasha.
Sasha Velour.
Her imaginary friend Lump is from the land of self-doubt, which is very Sasha Velour. Let's think a lot. And her voiceover really created a fairy tale all on its own, which I caught the tail end of it. And Princess Ugalina matches her sidekick. That's all I'll say about that.
What is that supposed to mean? She looks fine.
She's trying to look bad on the runway, and she succeeded.
I don't think she's trying to look bad.
Why she do her eyebrows like that then?
Well, that
They're not
is
normally
meant to
like
be
that.
like, oh, she's supposed to be like ugly.
Yeah.
And she overcomes her self-doubt and becomes friends with Lump. And so that's why she is set free. So, I mean, I like that she did have, because fairy tales typically have a message. So she had a message and she wrote it right in. And that was very fucking smart. Well done.
Mother Goose on the loose. Work, Sasha.
Sure.
Now, Shay
Shea Kulea.
has a clear story directive, and she looks great, which I love. This is Princess Aquaria and her sidekick, Moon Pearl.
Aquaria and Moon Pearl, they don't get along online, I'll tell you that much.
No,
But anyway, Shay looks amazing. I mean, talk about making a garment. She looks like royalty. She looks gorgeous.
Regal, the presentation is she's slow. She's uplifting her chin, showing all these angles. The gown is great.
And I thought Moon Pearl was really cute. She said in Untucked she couldn't walk in the garment. Does that show at all?
No, because they don't show the runway at all. It's like a blip.
Oh.
It's so quick, and the
They show Moon Pearl.
Valentina is Princess Vera, and her shady godmother Nettie, who wants to take.
Aquanetti?
Nettie wants her to hate everybody and be shady.
Nettie Pot? Valentina, she looks gorgeous. She looks like Linda Evangelista. She's wearing a Glam and Go before those existed.
She has several shower puffs dismantled on her arms, a beautiful glove, a good shoe. She's just kicking her feet up. She's like, this is my outfit. I look beautiful.
I guess princesses can wear leotards or like dance costumes. I think of a dress.
As a
but
reveal, maybe.
that's-
But like I would think a fluttery ballet skirt with it would be appropriate.
Sure.
I don't think royalties are supposed to show panty lines.
Show their fucking pussy out there, like just ka-cha, ka-ka-ka-ka.
I mean, who is she?
I
Fergie on
don't know.
vacation getting her toes sucked
But it's from different galaxies. I don't know. The rules are different. Maybe somewhere else.
on Glamtron?
What? Yes.
Can princesses show panties there?
It's mandatory.
Oh.
Yeah, it's required by law. It's the law. Aja is giving Princess Disaster. Now, the editing is purposefully flimsy. They put in some awkward pauses in the call and response between her and her character. They also don't animate her character like with a body. They just put some smoke behind it, which she is a smoke cloud, but still, everyone else was like a drawn Disney character. This, Michelle's face. Go back 10 seconds.
Michelle is not pleased.
Go back 10 seconds. Michelle's face.
You do your Michelle face, and I'll do mine on the camera.
Not pleased. Princess Disaster, her smoke cloud sidekick, Desista.
This is
It's iconic, I will say that. It
It-
becomes memorable and well known forever.
Aja made a jacket, she made a bikini top, she made a panty, she made a chap.
Yeah.
She put a lot of work into this costume,
Yeah.
and they purposely walked her after the girl that she has issues with in every episode of the season so far.
Yeah.
It's for me this was devoid of joy. It was like a mean,
Yeah.
like it wasn't a positive, fun character, and like I just feel like a little bit of love goes a long way.
A little
Bit of love
goes a long, long
And
way.
there wasn't much love in this. It was like hate and smoke and just negative things.
Okay.
And I feel like uplifting is always a better way to go. And I feel
Sure.
like Valentina is more of a positive spirit in the sense that she won't go negative and she'll let people talk about her and she won't join in or fight. Aja is looking for a fight with this character.
Okay.
She's a smoke cloud.
Well, what about
You got smoke.
what Princess Aqua Pussy and Stanky the Starfish? This is good writing. Trinity is very good. Visible panty line as royalty.
She
Trend
said,
alert.
Hold on, let me take off my skirt. Oh, I have legs to see which came through. Trinity is, she's underwater. She doesn't need to breathe. She has gills. Or I don't know. And they show Michelle laughing. Trinity looks like a cornucopia went to a birthday party and it ended up all on her head. And she's giving ass everywhere. And she's like, oh, I'll go this way.
Trinity is great at Drag Race because she's very funny. She gets the format really well and knows what is going to work. So this was like quick, it was funny, it was stupid, and she was like interacting with the character. And then on top of that, she also knows how to fucking make amazing clothes. So she's really
Plus, her concept was very similar to several other girls' concept, and she trounced them.
yeah.
In writing, in
Trounced.
execution, she had a reveal.
Yeah.
Like, it showed that she is literally better than her fellow competitors.
Trounced by the ounce.
So the safe girls are described as Cynthia,
Described.
disseminated,
Safe, respectable,
Timid.
fine.
Sure. What? No.
The safe girls are described as Cynthia, Charlie, Eureka, Alexis, Sasha, Nina, Shay. Huh.
the judges say, ladies, you represent this week's beauties and beasts.
Oh,
To the
Farrah's
remaining
very
girls.
upset.
Farrah goes, oh.
And I mean, it tends to shake down that Aja's in trouble. Kimura is also in trouble. And so is Farrah. And then in the top are
Peppermint.
Peppermintina, Valentina,
and Trinity.
and Trintitina.
Pep says her look was inspired by a cooking incident when she was younger. I assume she wasn't using Puff Puff Pass or One Size
She was cooking her makeup.
cooking powder.
Oh, you're talking about makeup.
Trying to get some sponsors.
Oh, okay.
Todrick tells Farrah her look is a piece of fabric wrapped around her waist. And Carson says that her sidekick was just looking down and reading the script and didn't have any personality,
Oh my gosh.
which is why shows need writers.
Kimura they read, but then Kimura goes off on this tangent where she's like, I'm just feeling really exposed because I never come out without padding. And tonight I came out without padding. So I'm very brave.
I didn't get this
I
as
loved
a
it.
brave moment.
I loved it.
Thinking she Meridia.
Prime Meridia. Aja, the girls, the judges say, we had no idea what was going on tonight. And why are you wearing chaps? And we hate your makeup. It's too dark.
We can't see your
Too dark.
eyes. Like
we
not
can't.
not being able to see the eye leads to no connection.
Okay.
Can't see the humanity of her soul, so they feel free to read her like a garbage can.
Oh my God.
A garbage can't, sorry, because they're clearly telling her she can't. Trinity, Carson loves the look from the fashion angle. The comedy landed, cohesive, top marks.
So
Speaking of another girl who was in the top this week, we got Miss Peppermint.
she's giving us a little bit behind the scenes tea.
She's sweet and refreshing with a little twist. Top 2 diva from season 9, she's our Peppermint Pundit.
Harlem Cleopatra coming at you with my rings on. Harlem Cleopatra coming at you with my rings on. Harlem Cleopatra.
Now, I want to know, what was it like to witness Aja's rant in person? You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista. Were you surprised that became a viral moment?
Yeah, I was surprised that it became a viral moment. I guess I didn't really have much context for or an awareness for how things or what types of things would or could become viral moments. And these days you still never know. Like the stuff you want to become a viral moment doesn't, and the stuff you don't does.
Yep, I know that.
So, it felt that was like episode 3, I think, or that was a while in to taping. So we had all sort of gotten a sense for who each other is and how each other worked. And that was our first really, 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 besides the physical challenge of the cheerleading, that was the first episode where it was like, I felt like it was too much because we had to write this whole character, get dressed in drag, shoot that character, then shoot the other character, like talking to ourselves, which took like forever. And we had to make both costumes.
Right.
And that was like, I was like, what are they doing here? Like, they were like just trying so hard to like outdo themselves for season 9 for like their new VH1, which we didn't even know was going to be VH1, but when we were filming it, or we
Right.
didn't know. And so it just felt like overdrive, and people were like, we were just like catatonic, in
Yeah.
that workroom, and a frustration. I mean, there were certain girls who had like Shay was like classically trained in the art of tailoring and costumes. She like went to costume design school. And so she was making a cage for her dress, and she was building this stuff on, and like she was working all hard. And Trinity is like, she doesn't make costumes anymore, but like this bitch could like sew a whole outfit in like 5 minutes and then sew everybody else's. Like she was like,
Right.
I'm done. Do you need help? And she would like walk around the room and help people with their thing. And so I was really focused on my outfit, which I made it by myself, and I feel really accomplished. I didn't see what else was going on. But there were some frustrations I hear from some of the girls who felt like certain girls were not really playing fair. And those were the same girls that were, by coincidence, receiving an unusual amount of praise from the judges. And so that was starting to bubble up and starting to seethe. And had it gone a different way, it probably would have just gotten glossed over. But when we were back in the room, Aja was like the first one to like speak it into existence.
Yeah.
And, it felt like by that time, it felt as if Valentina could do no wrong, because what one of the girls said, and I don't know if this is true or not, was that they followed Valentina on their social media and noticed that Valentina had worn that outfit before to like DragCon or something, maybe not DragCon, whatever, some kind of thing beforehand where it was on social media. So how could she have made this outfit? And there was nobody checking for that. And so like it is frustrating when you're like, I can't barely sew, but I'm going to make this outfit and I'm going to use the busted sewing machine that kept, the needles were breaking and like ricocheting off the wall, and like you would take an eye out. And so like you're risking your life yet again to like sew this outfit, and then to find out that there's somebody else who like just didn't do it and they got the praise. They were the ones, the judges were like, oh, your look is the what? I was like, what the hell are we doing here? And so like that was kind of the feeling, and Aja sort of spoke it into existence in a really bitter way, but she was saying what some other people I think were not ready to express yet.
That's crazy that girls weren't following rules. I mean,
Harlem Cleopatra coming at you with my rings on.
Let's go ahead and take a break. Thank you, Peppermint.
so if you want to know who's after Peppermint, there's more safe girls. Valentina, Farrah, and that leaves the winner as Trinity Taylor.
Yes.
And she wins a $2,000 gift card from Casper Mattress.
Okay.
Which we're going to ask if she got it.
Yes.
If she don't, we know a mattress guy, Helix.
We do. The bottom two are deemed to be Kimora Black and Aja. And when Aja's called, there's an audible gasp from the other queens at the back.
Do you think that's because the other queens knew she put in a lot of work to her outfit and
Yeah.
hair, and she totally transformed herself?
Farrah got help with her outfit.
It's kind of crazy that a piece of fabric around the waist is deemed better than Aja's.
But perhaps they like the character better. Perhaps they like the sidekick better.
You think Farrah's flounder was better? Her little yellow fish? Her publicist? You thought that was well thought out?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Well, I'm holding out for a hero.
And they also had problems with Aja's makeup, and they didn't have problems with Farrah's makeup
You're right. I mean,
and hair.
you're 100% right.
So, I mean, but obviously in the room, it was a surprise to everybody.
Including Aja.
Yeah.
Aja was not feeling it at all. because this is the Untucked with the famous Aja rant about
Sure.
Valentina. And I watched that twice. It's a good one.
Yeah.
She is plucked and stewing, baby.
The song is Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. I think Kimura's having lyric issues. I think she's, which this is such a classic song. On Drag Race, you can't really get away with not knowing the words, period. But when it's a classic song like this, it's
mean,
your exit papers.
We've
if
all
you don't
seen
know it.
Tandy Iman Dupree
Sure.
do this song with the greatest entrance from the ceiling. Shoe broken. And she knew all the words.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Aja,
Tears.
this is
She tears and tours.
brilliant, gorgeous,
Doing splits,
genius.
using the stage. They can't. Aja's moving so fast they can't even keep the spotlight on her. She gets up from a split, runs to one side, goes, says, "Oh, I forgot something over there." Runs back up to the top, touches her heel.
Does a little boot scoop.
Baby, she's Mother May-ing all over the stage. And Kimura is giving an extra from the Survivor video.
Aja, this is a defining moment. This is sometimes
She's giving drama, floor work.
sometimes you want the girl to fall into the bottom so you can see her do this, you know. So, and even Aja says that in Untucked. So obviously, this is Aja's lip sync to win. The jump kick into the dip. I mean, it's
While covering the other girl. While not even knowing she's covering the other girl.
upstaging.
The drag gods were on her side. Or was she upstaging, or was Kimura downstaging herself by being upstage of the other girl who was down?
Sound off in the comments.
Honestly. Hit our Discord.
There's a lot of discord.
RuPaul says, Kimura Black, you've bravely bared your soul and your ass. Now sashay away. Now, Kimura, she should have put some fucking lip gloss on that dumper and put it on the mirror. Because if there's ever a dumper
Mirror
that...
isn't big enough.
Honestly.
Girl.
We would have had a fold-out one. Kimura leaves the competition by saying, I'm pretty.
I'm pretty.
Which she's right. I mean, was that pointed towards a specific person?
No, it was like, I'm pretty. Like, she's like, well, I don't, it doesn't matter that I'm leaving because I am beautiful.
Was she saying, it doesn't matter that you wipe the floor with me in that lip sync, I'm pretty?
Is that what you think?
I mean,
Sound off in the comments
it's
on the
pretty pointed.
Discord.
I don't know. It could be a lot of things. But Kimura also later says, I guess I should have researched how to be a monkey.
She really kept going back to this. She was like, I don't know why I'm being judged on how well I am a monkey or not. I've never done a character like this. Which this is the point of Drag Race. It is a lot of stuff you do in real life in drag. But
Wear
there's-
white to the white party.
Right. But there's also
Naughty
stuff
90s.
that you've never done. That you're going to be thrown into situations that you've never done.
Water tanks.
Fuck you, Alyssa.
Fuck you.
Put some more pink in that eye.
I have a burst blood vessel in my eye right now.
You do? I can't see it.
You up there?
We'll fix it in post, unless you don't want any filtering.
No, I don't need any. I don't
Okay,
think.
great. We'll just air your footage without any filtering.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I don't need it.
You heard it.
Maybe a little right there.
Now, that does not go for my footage. I want the maximum filtering allowed by law.
We'll cheesecloth it, baby.
I want to look like Coco Montrese on Instagram.
What happened in Untucked?
Well,
Well, this is the episode to watch.
Alexis definitely sets the tone. Says, "I think all the freshest looks are in this room." Is she wearing fresh look turquoise contacts?
Yeah, she definitely
Much like me in my Lockwood shirt.
They all talk about who they want to have sex with, which is,
Miss Manpig 3000 says she wants
How
to fuck
good.
Sasha and Shay. And Shay says she would kai with Sasha, Alexis, Charlie, and hate fuck the shit out of Valentina.
oh my God.
Valentina's probably got like a poop chute full of Smarties and candy. I could never imagine her pooping from there. You think she poops from there?
I can't say. I just don't know. Cynthia likes silicone, so she wants to hook up with Kimura and Trinity. And then they ask Valentina, how did it go out there? And in chimes Aja.
You're perfect. You're beautiful. You look like Linda Evangelista. She could walk out there in a diaper and the judges would eat her up.
Every time on the damn stage. And then it goes to Valentina and she says, I'm not saying nothing to that.
Which I love, because if you give no fuel to the fire, you look like the composed one, which is a trick that I love doing.
Oh, yeah.
Until the cameras are off, and then I'm a hateful cunt.
Yeah.
And I like to eviscerate to the point of tears. This is how to do reality TV.
Yeah.
And how not to do reality TV. Aja versus Valentina.
Right. So it's very awkward. However, I want to commend Aja because, like, literally the next sentence that comes out of her mouth is, I'm just being bitter because I'm mad and I didn't think I was going to be in the bottom and I'm just taking it out on Valentina. Like, she literally identifies what is going on. And yet all people take away from this scene is the moment of outburst.
Yeah. I think this lip sync was one that they knew. Kimora was weak sauce in mostly every challenge so far. They knew she was not going to be the winner. Someone had to drop the axe on her. They knew Aja was a fucking axe dropper. They knew her lip syncs were sickening. Aja had went viral before Drag Race for her crazy, like, detox type of lip sync. And they knew that she's a great performer. They knew Kimora, it was not one of her strengths necessarily. So it didn't matter that Aja may have been better in the challenge than some other girls. They didn't know if Farrah could outperform Kimora. And they were keeping around Farrah because she was docile and she was like this pretty little girl that people were helping. And
They want her for that roast. That's what. And then we also get this episode. I mean, this episode of Untucked has it all. We also get Shea Coulee saying, why y'all acting brand new? Who's after Peppermint? Come on.
which is something I quote pretty much daily when I brush my teeth and I'm looking for my toothbrush.
Who is after Peppermint?
After being eliminated, Kimora leaves and says, I feel like I just won $1 million. I've never had so much love in one room.
What?
A little bit of love goes a long way.
A little bit of,
Just not to that room.
We will miss you, Kimora Black. I love her sort of, her sort of like, I don't know things because I'm a model and I'm gorgeous. I don't have to. Like, I love that. She got a spin-off show on Wow Plus. Her and Gia learning about facts and information and being like, what? The top of the food change.
Wow. Thank God for the internet.
No, it was like hydrogen is at the top of the, and they had to fill in the blank. And
They
then
said food
And
change?
then one of them said food change.
Wait, was that show called Wait What?
Food pyramid and food change. Yeah, it was called Wait What.
Oh.
That shit is so funny. Kimora Black's fucking lovely. I love her very
She
much.
is. She just painted Rhea last week, and I was like, oh, Kimora wanted to be the pretty one in the pictures. Because she just did her face on Rhea, and not every face is transmutatable.
Okay.
But
Well, I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of Ms. Kimora Black.
no. And we have a special announcement for you
Oh.
people. You may not have heard, but
For you people.
Race Chaser Live is coming to New York City.
Oh my God, New York City girls.
Please join us.
Join us at Queen's Theater in
Queens.
Queens on Monday, October 23rd.
Yeah, there will be an evening of discussion, dissection, dissemination.
Yes.
A little hot goss. There will be special guests, spit cubers, special guests, spit crew boys, stunt shows, shenanigans.
A couple of shenanigans, yes. If you've never seen our podcast live, you don't want to miss that.
And if you do miss it, you're fucked. So we've already sold half these tickets. You're going to want to get some of the other half. Don't sleep on this one. Well, you can sleep after you buy a ticket. But get your tickets now at queenstheatre.org, TRE for the end of theater.
THEATRE, because
Elegance.
Because they suck dick with their pinky out. Because it's fancy.
Because there's still Coke on it to do
And
after.
there are VIP tickets available for a very special unplugged VIP experience.
Yeah.
And it's more than just a photo op. So if you're feeling very VIP, get those VIP tickets.
More than a
dog.
photo op. More than a photo VIP. Thank you so much for joining us on Race Chaser Classique this week. I'm Willam.
And I'm Alaska.
We would love for you to write a little review of our podcast on your favorite podcast app. And don't forget to take a moment to subscribe. Take a moment to leave us a rating also, because where are we without our moments?
Exactly. Give her a moment. This is your moment. I want you to have it. You can sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcasts.plus, where you get access to all of our mom shows ad-free and many of them a day early, plus exclusive bonus episodes and monthly video episodes like this one of this little podcast, Race Chasems.
Yeah. You can follow the dolls on Instagram and Twitter at Willam, at The Only Alaska 5000, and our Race Chaser account is Race Chaser Pod. And our Mom Podcast Instagram and TikTok account is Mom Podcast.
Email us anytime at racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
And we will be back next week with more discussion, dissection, and dissemination.
Who is after Peppermint? Why is everyone acting brand
new?
new? I want to know.
Scuttlebutt.
Look, my thumbnail is shorter than mine.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Paramount Media Networks, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.
RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, audio, and video clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respected trademark and or copyright holders.
Oh.
Mom! To get access to our monthly video episodes and tons of bonus content, sign up for Mom Plus Gold at mompodcasts.plus.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
And produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willam, Alaska, Big Dipper, Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is by Alaska Thunderfuck 5000.
Who, me?